It is way too hot. I'm getting a slight headache. I'm just going to get very dark if I don't wear sunscreen. So these are cane trees. Stop the plane. $3,759.28. This is all that I purchased. So this would be like double, a little bit more than double the price. No. So, are we saying that the prices in Jamaica is Canadian prices? Is that what we're saying here? In Canada, I could get like $2 for like a big pack of crackers. Yes, so Canada crackers would be more expensive there. Even though there's such a severity with the inflation, I'm still able to save, and I think it's because I keep buying the cheapest things that I can find. I'm now heading to church. I just came back from church, so what I'm going to do now is to work on a travel document. So because I became permanent resident, I actually need a travel document to travel back to Canada, a permanent resident travel document, because my visa is no longer valid, because a visa cannot be used as a travel document, as a permanent resident travel document. So because of that, I'm going to have to apply for it. I'm going to do that now, and then I'm thinking of doing some laundry, and I feel as though I want to show you like laundry. So actually laundry here is very different. So yes, you can actually use the machine. We have a machine, and what they would do is to actually hang the clothes up to dry versus using a dryer. So it's very different compared to Canada, but I'm actually going to wash by hand, and I haven't done it in like three and a half years. I haven't done it. I think when I first came to Canada, I was washing by hand, but I haven't done it in a long time. So it's going to be interesting to wash by hand today. I went for a hat because it is way too hot. I'm getting a slight headache. Like, I'm just not accustomed to the heat here, so it's just way too hot. But you have to stand up in the sun and hang out your clothes. Everything here behind me is all fruit trees. So these are cane trees right here. So I can actually go and pick cane. Let me see if there's any that is ready for me to get cane. Probably hurt my teeth because I'm not, again, accustomed to these things. Oh, there's cane over there. I don't know if I can see it. It's right. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, it's hard to see. But that's cane. That's the coconut tree around there. And this is a mango tree. And there is around here banana tree around here. The coconut tree is right there. Right there is a coconut tree. And there's another tree around the back. But I don't know which tree that is. I'm sweating. Like, this is just from washing some clothes. This is crazy. Now I understand why when you travel you gain weight. Like, you don't do any of these things. My eye looks a bit red. You don't do any of these things. Like, I'm sweating this much just from washing clothes. In Canada, you just throw it in the washing machine, throw it in the dryer, and that's it. It's over. I was out there putting the soap, putting in the water, lifting pans. I mean, this was a workout to itself. I don't know why I worked out this morning. Look at me. I'm sweating. I don't wear sunscreen. Like, in Jamaica, people don't wear sunscreen. Like, if I publicly say I'm wearing sunscreen, everyone would look at me like, what? You're wearing sunscreen? But I'm just going to get very dark if I don't wear sunscreen. But the thing is, sunscreen makes you sweat more. So I just have to choose, like, do I want to allow myself to get darker? Because I'm going to be very dark by the time I'm about to leave here because it's way too hot. I really like the sun at the same time. Look at that sunlight coming in right there. This is white rice, fried chicken, goat. This is goat and lettuce and cucumber. Stop the plane. Yeah, play. Eh? Mm. Okay, so let's do the grocery haul. Okay, so I got ginger biscuit, which honestly, one of the things that I tend to do is to just buy like the cheapest things. Like, that is how I see surviving inflation, as like just buy the cheapest things you can find and take a taste of regular price stuff, because these things are just way too expensive. So this is all that I bought. Ignore $3,759.28. This is all that I purchased. Water, ginger biscuit, cheese, Lasco, cornflakes. I bought like 6 of these and it's because it was inexpensive. Water. I got these 2 napkins. One is for the house, one is to stay in my place here. This, I actually bought this for my mom because she really likes it and it's her birthday in a couple days, so I got this for her on top of her other gifts. I decided to get that because she really loves this. And the cheese alone was $533. So this alone was a large portion of my bill. This was $500. But cheese generally is expensive. But just imagine, like, if you get like a slice of cheese this size, it's probably like $100 for just that. Cause $500. Imagine cutting this in 5 for one to be 100. Like, that's a very thin slice. So cheese is very everything is just ridiculous compared to what I'm accustomed to, because I really have to compare. I'm still sweating, but I can try to compare these things to things in Canada. So let me see if I can compare anything. Let me see what I can compare. So I don't buy cornflakes in Canada, really and truly. So I think one of the things, no, I think I could go to Dollarama and get a cornflakes this size for like I have the window open right there just to get in some breeze in here because I'm still sweating. But this size at Dollarama, you probably could get this for $2, and let me try and get this in Canadian dollars and tell you how much this would be. So this would be about, yeah, this would be like $3 in Canada for this. So now that I think about it in Canadian dollars, it's actually not that expensive now that I think about it. But in Dollarama, I could probably get this for like $2. Crackers, this would be very inexpensive because this would be like 50-60 cents for this. So I think like 60 cents for crackers like this. In Canada, I could get like $2 for like a big pack of crackers. Yes, so Canada crackers would be more expensive there. So actually, now that I think about it in Canadian dollars, let me see. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. This right here, it's 10 sachets. Let's say I got that in Canada. This would be about $3 in Canada, and I got it for $3 basic, $3.50. So actually, when I think about these things in Canadian dollar, they're actually kind of looking cheaper. It's just that when I was here previously, nothing was this expensive. Like, if I'm comparing based on when I was previously here and now, let me try and see if I can remember. So, like, something like this, you could get for probably $180 for this. This was $50 and now it's 60 something. So that's very good. This would be about 150. So this would be like double, a little bit more than double the price. No, this is ridiculously expensive compared to previously. This, first of all, they reduced the size, so this is very small compared to initially. And this was like 500 and something dollars. Oh, 500? No, 600, $595 plus tax. And then this, and then the size was shrunk. So this got extremely expensive because this is not the regular size. It was previously very big, and I'm saying that from knowing what the size previously was. This again, $3 in Canada. Over here I got this for, oh, I got it for $3. So are we saying that the prices in Jamaica is Canadian prices? Is that what we're saying here? The water is for $125, and I remember buying this water for like $90 in a supermarket. I know it's 125, so that's not bad. That's not a lot. The Malta, let's see how much for the Malta. Oh, the Malta was $200. I used to buy Malta. I feel as though it was similar, like probably $160, and now it's 200. So it's not significantly different. Now that I look at it, like, I think the main thing is that the things that I purchased, they are like the cheapest things. Like, I was going to buy the big pack of this, and when I saw those prices, I was like, no, thank you. I'll take the small one, see what it tastes like, and then I'll go buy the cheaper things that are available, because these things are way too expensive. And I think that's why with my grocery haul, it looks as though things are cheap. But if you were to do like actual shopping and buy expensive things, then something that I tend to do is actually just avoid buying expensive things in general, because I have no reason why I need to do that. So if I see that cheese, for example, that I haven't eaten in years, so if I see that the cheese here, like this much cheese, is for 500 and something dollars, I'm not going to purchase it. And I think that is why I'm able to save. Even though there's such a severity with the inflation, I'm still able to save. And I think it's because I keep buying the cheapest things that I can find. Another thing, even with the napkins, I actually didn't want napkins. I want hand towel. And instead of purchasing hand towel that is more expensive, you know what I decided to do? Buy napkins, because the napkins are actually cheaper. So this is really how you can also save. Like, I know some people describe it as cheap, but trust me, if you work so hard for your money, I don't think you want to be spending all of it on food. So if you were wondering how to save and you're like, these are too expensive, you just have to sacrifice something. So it's either you're going to sacrifice the money and pay for everything, or you're going to sacrifice what you eat and eat the things that are less expensive. And that's just my take on things. I also bought these. I kind of forgot that I bought them, but so let's say that I was to buy all the expensive food, and then afterwards I also buy these things that I have here. Let me show you the prices of these. Let me just move these and show you the prices of these stuff. So here I just bought these that I wanted. These I just forgot shower cap, and I got three. This was like the cheapest things that I bought since I've been here. These were $60 for three. That was $60, so that was inexpensive. That's good. I mean, it's literally plastic that I bought. And this that I bought, so this alone is like the same cost of everything that I purchased, because this came to $2,856 for just this alone. This alone. Oh, sorry, not so this plus this right here, which is just peppermint, I bought it for $2,856 for just this alone. So just imagine I was to buy these expensive food plus buy that. Like, I would probably be coming back here with a $10,000 bill if I was to do any of what I previously planned on buying. Like, based on my list and how I was like, okay, once I saw the first, where did I go? I went, like, I don't remember where we went first. And when I saw the first amount, I think it was this that I bought first. I bought this first, and then once I saw that and I saw the expensive price, I just decided, you know what, I'm going to reevaluate the things that I'm going to purchase, because to I'm not going to be spending this much money. Like, it's just, if it's not possible to save, then fine. But I am the type of person that will find the best deals out there, and if that means sacrificing certain things, then I'll sacrifice it, because these sacrifices that I make is what allows me to be able to do things like travel. If I was to just spend on food and buy the things that I really enjoy, then I wouldn't be able to travel. So I have to choose. Am I going to be able to travel? Like, I wouldn't be here in another country if I was just buying every expensive food that I see. So just stuff like that you can bear in mind when you're thinking about how to reduce your spending. But honestly, just this alone was like a big culture shock. Like, this alone was $3,000, and initially this thing was $1,000, including tax and everything, was just $1,000, and now you're looking at three times the price. So just to put it in perspective real quick, the final amount that I spent on all the food that I purchased, which wasn't much things, was actually 3,700 and something. And then this was 2,800 and something for just two items. So it also depends on what you're buying. But this is something that I find as important. I want to bring it back with me. So that's why I got. Oh, I saw the thing, the curtain moving. I thought it was someone. Yeah, so this is something that I want to bring back to Canada with me. So that is why I purchased it. And also, just internationally, I saw the price on Amazon, and it was like the same $30. So it is what it is. Oh, and this is what Jamaican money now looks like. Jamaican money has changed. So these are now Jamaican dollars. They look very different than the initial dollars. Now I'm thinking maybe I should have kept the old monies that I had, because I had money from Canada that I have like 4 years, and I gave them away. But I got these old versions of the money. So this is what they previously looked like. So the 100. And a huge win today is that I actually made sure that I went to the Cambio outside of the airport. Like, I literally went in regular area, like in the local area, instead of changing money in in the airport, because I know that I would get the rate that I just got. And I actually got $117, which was really, really good to change funds, versus if I was to use like the if I was to actually do it into the airport. So just a tip, if you didn't know, just completely avoid changing anything inside of the airport because it is very, very expensive. So that's a huge win for me.